Our top story tonight, a 1-year-old girl has died 2 weeks after she was critically injured in a crash outside her preschool. A
22-year-old teacher was also killed in the crash. And now tonight, investigators say the driver that caused this crash isn't answering their questions.
KENS 5 reporter Megan Reyna is live in the medical center. And Megan, the toddler's father is looking for accountability.
Yes, so we spoke over FaceTime earlier this week while his baby was still in the hospital fighting for her life. Sadly, today he told me she passed away, but he is weighing his legal options right now. Meanwhile, the sheriff's office says the driver they believe is responsible is now referring them to her attorney.
We had the darkest days of our life.
MKaya Amrani spoke to us from the hospital room Monday, where his 1-year-old daughter, MKaya, was on life support. She had been in the ICU since December 19th. That's the day investigators say a car ran her over outside Excelled Montessori Plus Daycare Preschool on I-10 near Fair Oaks. They say a parent appeared to have some sort of medical episode causing them to crash into another car and then into this fenced-in play area. Her teacher, 22-year-old Alexia Rosales, died at the scene while attempting to push children out of the way.
Unfortunately, all the kids were recovered except one of the babies, and we kind of thought it was her.
Her father wasn't there when the crash happened, but he says he rushed to the scene.
They brought her to the ambulance, unconscious.
He says he rode in the ambulance and watched as paramedics worked to bring her back to life. He says for several minutes she had no oxygen to her brain, but shortly after getting to the hospital, he says they got a pulse.
That was the last best news that we heard.
Since then, he says her condition only worsened. He says the family tried their best to hold out hope.
We don't want to give up on her.
But on Thursday, he says she passed away. Now as they grieve, they're also looking for answers. He believes his child should have never been in a play area so close to the parking lot and says he's waiting to learn from investigators what medical episode the driver suffered that allegedly caused the crash.
It could have been prevented.
And that father tells me he questions if that driver should have been driving at all. Now, the sheriff's office won't disclose to us what that driver's medical condition is, and they won't identify that driver. They just tell us this is an ongoing traffic investigation. Reporting live from the medical center, Megan Reyna, KENS 5.
Such a sad update. Thanks so much, Megan.